What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys another early look at the upcoming New Balance 1906R from the Polka Dot Pack in the Sea Salt and Phantom colorways. Today's video is sponsored by Capsule. Capsule is a new product on the market which aims to preserve your sneakers and extend their lives by up to 2 times. So Capsule is a scientifically backed product which targets the 2 main reasons why your shoes deteriorate, age, and crumble over time, which is hydrolysis and oxidization. So it's a very simple process. You put your sneakers inside one of their pods, which is UV protected, and this is an airtight pod, meaning when you push out the bad air which contains the moisture and the dirt, none of that air is going to come back in. And then after that, that's where you inject their specially formulated cartridge, which is their secret sauce, preserving the life of your sneakers. So this is a product more suited for maybe shoes that you wear sparingly throughout the year, maybe one of those grail type sneakers that you just wear a couple times in the year and then the rest of the time they're literally just sitting in your closet. So check them out, do your own research, because if you're buying this product, you better believe in it as well. So I'll link their website, their socials, all that good stuff down below. So this right here is the New Balance 1906R, and they're part of the upcoming Polka Dot Pack, which consists of at least 3 colorways. There's this Sea Salt pair, Phantom, and there's also a tan colorway, which I didn't pick up. So I don't know if there's more than 3 colorways on the horizon. Maybe there are, but at the time that I'm filming this review, I've only seen 3. So I picked these up over on Slam Jam's website, and it seems like a lot of stores in Europe released their New Balances a bit early, and as of right now, I don't know if these are coming to North America or not, but I'd probably assume that they are. Either way though, each pair retailed for a price of 171 Canadian dollars, but after the duties and the taxes, it ended up pretty much being your normal 1906R price, which is just over 200 Canadian dollars, which is probably around 160 USD. The official style codes for these shoes for the Sea Salt pair is M1906RPC and M1906RPB for the Phantom pair. And both of my pairs, just like many 1906Rs, were made in Vietnam. So diving into the details of these shoes, starting things off with the base layer, this is covered in mesh, and we have this polka dot pattern to it. So for the Sea Salt pair, we have these black circles, and then for the Phantom pair, we have these white circles. Right above this, holding the laces, to my surprise, we actually have genuine leather here instead of a typical synthetic leather, and debossed in the middle, we have the New Balance N logo. Overlaid on both sides of the toe box, we have these asymmetrical synthetic leather overlays, which is done in their respective tonal color, and then surrounding the front toe cap, again to my surprise, we actually have genuine leather here. For the Sea Salt pair, it's a very soft sail or off-white colored leather, whereas for the Phantom pair, we have a genuine black colored leather here instead. For the middle 2 eyelets, just like any other 1906R, we have these woven strips which hold the laces in place. This extends downwards towards the base of the shoe, looping past the New Balance N logo on the mid panel. So this is what New Balance calls their N-lock technology. You can think of it kind of like Nike Flywire, in that when you tighten up the laces, imagine pulling the laces inwards. You're basically pulling these supportive strips, giving you additional lockdown and support around this midfoot area of your foot. And then covering the top 3 eyelets, as well as the surrounding area, we have more of these genuine leather panels, and then underneath this, we have more of that polka dot pattern mesh. On the lateral side only, we have 1906R branding, which is pressed onto the leather, and then wrapping around the bottom of the heel, we have this TPU or plastic heel cup, which gives you additional structure and support for the back end of the shoe. In the middle of the heel cup, we have this tonal New Balance branding, and then on the top of the heel, we have these 3 horizontal strips of reflective 3M done in their respective tonal colors. As far as the laces go, so unfortunately, each pair only came with 1 lace option, so they're a flat style lace done in the shoe's respective tonal color. Underneath this, the tongue is constructed out of that same mesh that we saw earlier on the toe box. However, unlike the majority of the upper of the shoe, the mesh here doesn't feature polka dot prints. Running down the center of the tongue, we have a synthetic leather strip, and here you'll find New Balance running branding done in their contrasting colors. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is mesh lined, and there's an adequate amount of padding around here as well, just like any other 1906R. And then as far as the insoles go, these come with a pretty well padded, Ortholite branded foam insole, and pressed onto the heel we have New Balance 1906R branding, again done in the contrasting shade. So the upper of this 1906R sits atop this midsole, which is crafted using a mix of New Balance's Absorb and Absorb SBS technology. So the midsole is done in this tonal color, matching the majority of the upper of the shoe itself. And on the heel of the shoe, we also have New Balance's Energy technology. These are these gel-like pillars found on the lateral side, which help with impact protection and shock absorption. Finally, turning this pair over to the bottom, so the outsoles are also done in this tonal finish. So for the sea salt pair, we have this off-white colored rubber, and then for the Phantom pair, we have a black colored rubber. We still have that diamond-shaped traction pattern on the forefoot, along with these grooves to give you added flexibility. And then underneath the rubber, right in the center, here you can find New Balance's Stability Web technology, which is basically a TPU shank plate, which is there to help with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these pairs. And for those wondering about how these fit, to me these fit like most of my 1906Rs, so I went true to size, or a size 10 in my case, and it fit me perfectly fine. Whatever size you normally wear for models like the 1906R, the 2002R, or the 860 V2, because all three share the exact same tooling, that's the exact same size I get with this pair, which for most people is true to size. In comparison, just to give you guys a point of reference, I usually go down a half size to a 9.5, and a lot of New Balances made in USA pairs like the 992, 993, the 990 V3, V4, V5, or V6. But for these models, they fit more just like a typical Nike shoe, for example. They don't run roomy like a lot of made in USA New Balance sneakers. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel like any other 1906R, which in my opinion is a very comfortable sneaker. The midsole feels very well balanced, so you're gonna feel a decent amount of cushioning and softness, but overall, it's still a pretty supportive shoe. You never feel like you're sinking into the cushioning, but at the same time, it's still a very comfortable sneaker. So these are just one of those sneakers that I'd recommend people if they're going on vacation, for example. These, in my opinion at least, are one of those sneakers that will not kill your feet. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so first off, in terms of the material quality, if you couldn't guess by now, I was actually pleasantly surprised with the inclusion of genuine leather. This is something that's pretty rare when it comes to New Balance 1906Rs. Usually they use a lot of synthetic materials, a lot of reflective panels, fake silver leather, things like that. But for these pairs, I really love how they utilize actual genuine leather. It just makes the shoe feel a lot more premium, a lot more elevated. So that was a very pleasant surprise to have. And in terms of the overall build quality, it wasn't perfect. There were some issues with the stitch job, and there were some glue stains around the midsole area. But again, for a reasonably priced New Balance sneaker, fortunately my pairs didn't have anything major in terms of a craftsmanship flaw. So I'm gonna chalk this one up to just errors or inconsistencies in the factory, and hopefully your pairs are built better. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss both of these on feet. I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. Both of these pairs are very fun takes on otherwise boring colorways. I know polka dots aren't for everyone, but I think this is a very simple and fun way to really spice up the look of this shoe. So I'm curious to see what other colorways they drop in this polka dot pack. Between the two, I gotta go with the sea salt pair. I just generally like lighter based sneakers over dark or black based sneakers, but really there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to this pack. Both pairs serve their purpose, both pairs have decent materials, and obviously because of the colors or lack thereof on both of these pairs, both are very simple and easy shoes to pull off. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Sea Salt and Phantom Polka Dot New Balance 1906R? Between the two, how would you rank them? Which one do you prefer over the other? And when these drop, hopefully in North America, is this going to be a cop for you? Are you going to wait for these to potentially go on sale? Or you're not feeling the polka dots and it's an easy pass for you? As usual though, if you guys enjoy this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, check me out on X at sean.go spelled out, and visit my website as well at seango.ca. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.